The following is a conversation on goal setting. 92% of people that set goals never accomplish them. It doesn't have to be this way. In this episode, I lay out a very specific framework designed to help people set goals and actually accomplish them. You are listening to the Co-Movement Gym podcast, where we inspire people to move and live courageously. If you are enjoying this content, please support our sponsors in the description. I thank each and every one of you for being on this journey with us. Now, please enjoy the show. Folks, listen up. I want to take a brief moment and thank our podcast show sponsors, Lombardi Chiropractic, Native Path Supplements, and Redmond Life. Lombardi Chiropractic has been my personal chiropractor for 10 years and has kept my body strong and healthy. Native Path supplements are used by numerous co-movement clients and our coaching team here at the facility. I highly recommend that you try their chocolate collagen peptides. I was made aware of Redmond Life by one of our trainers here at the facility. He recommended I try Relight electrolyte powder. This supplement has dramatically improved my afternoon energy levels and overall hydration. I'd like to thank these three companies for providing outstanding service and products that make our society healthier and more resilient. Mention the Co-Movement Gym podcast when you call Lombardi Chiropractic, and not only will they treat you like family, they will provide a nice, enticing discount to all listeners. And use code COMO15, that's C-O-M-O 15, at checkout when shopping at nativepath.com or redmond.life and receive 15% off all your orders. Your support to our show sponsors assists in us paying for expenses and continuing to provide content we hope you all enjoy. Welcome, folks, and everyone listening to the Co-Movement Gym podcast. Today, I want to dive into a topic that I'm quite passionate about, and that is goal setting. I get frustrated with the number of people that set goals and never accomplish them. I think it's something like 92%. And so I thought it would be smart to share with everyone my specific framework when it comes to how to set a goal and then steps to making sure that I achieve this goal. I want to start off by saying that choosing a goal in and of itself is a very important piece of the puzzle. Most people set the wrong goal, okay? They get on a high, they may have some special day or they talk to someone motivational or whatnot, and they set a goal that's not truly in alignment with who they are as a person, okay? And so I guess that's sort of like the 50,000 foot viewpoint is be very, very careful with the goal that you choose, because a lot of times that can save a tremendous amount of hassle down the road in terms of whether you succeed or not. And so I'm going to go and provide an example here and take you through a framework that I use when I set goals. So I want to reemphasize, when I set a goal, I make sure that it's truly important to me and important to me for the right reasons. Okay. So this is, it takes time and energy to make sure that a goal is something that you truly want to go after. And so I'll give you a brief example. 3 months ago, I set a goal to do a cold shower every day for 8 weeks. And now I'm 12 weeks in and I'm loving it and I'm still doing it. But there was no option for me to quit with that because I take the goals that I set very, very seriously, but yet I don't set a tremendous amount of goals because I can't get to them or they're going to be too far from my mission and vision in life and my values. And so I would fail. And so the first question to ask yourself when you have a goal set is it truly important to me? Truly, through good days, bad days, cloudy days, everything that throws people off task. are you going to be able to get through that difficult time knowing that this goal is important enough to you? We see this a lot of times at New Year's. I'm actually recording this January 5th. I'm not sure when this will air, 2 or 3 weeks, I'm assuming, from now. But New Year's is a time when everyone gets all pumped up and they set these weight loss goals, finance goals, life goals, and again, 92% fail. And it's because most of those goals do not align with the individual's mission, vision, and values in life. Okay, so you may be asking yourself, well, I don't know what my values are. It's easy. Your values are what you spend your time, money, energy, and thoughts on. Okay, it's what you spend your time, money, energy, and thoughts on. So if you take, for example, a weight loss goal, I'm just using that because that's fairly common. But nutrition, healthy eating, cooking, and exercise isn't a value, a personal value of yours, I can guarantee you, you will fail. You will not accomplish your goal. And so you have two choices. You can either change your values to align with your new goal or change your goal. And I've saved a lot of people a lot of time when it comes to this specific activity. So if your goal is weight loss, your activities where you spend your time, money, energy, and thoughts need to align with that specific goal. And I can almost guarantee that you will accomplish that goal. But if you have a goal that's an outlier from where you spend your time, money, energy, and thoughts, you most likely will not succeed. So those are the first two steps. You have a goal. You ask yourself, is it truly important to you through good days and bad days? And secondly, does it align with your values in life where you spend your time, money, energy, and thoughts? And if yes, then you're good to go. If no, you either need to change the goal, save yourself a lot of time right up front, or change your values, which means that you need to change where you're spending your time, money, energy, and thoughts. Okay, moving on. So once the goal is set, I like to list out 3 obstacles as to why I wouldn't accomplish the goal or what would make the goal hard. So I'm going to give you a specific example, something that I'm working on right now, and that's to swim 47 Adirondack lakes, and each distance has to be 1 mile or over with no assistance and no wetsuit. So it's called the Adirondack 47 Laker Challenge. So that's a goal of mine. I think I've swam 14 or 15. I'm going into year 3. So I'm going to just use that example as we move forward here with this framework. So step 3 would be to list out 3 obstacles to you achieving your goal. This is important because life isn't perfect and there are going to be obstacles, and so you're going to have to know how to work through them. So for me, with that specific goal, it would be traveling to get there, because these are hour and a half generally or more to get to most Adirondack lakes from where I live in central New York. And so travel would be an issue. It's a short season, being that it's like a 10-week swim season, and it's physically tough. So those are the 3 obstacles that I have. The traveling to get there, it's a short season, and it's physically tough. So I already know that. So that's cool, because once it's on the table, now we can create some framework on how to work through that. So step 4 is 3 reasons why these obstacles exist. It's important to know why problems lie in your life when it comes to a goal. And so 3 reasons why these obstacles exist. The lakes are all in the Adirondack Park, so it's a specific location problem. Water temperatures are cold for a lot of the season. It's a very short season. And I'm not the best swimmer, which is why it's physically tough. So 3 reasons why the obstacles exist is step 4. You need to come up with that. Again, lakes are in the Adirondack Park, so it's a location issue. Water temperatures are cold. It's a short season. and I'm not the best swimmer. And so now that that's on the table and we're honest with how we're circling this goal, now we can go farther and we can start to look at solutions. You can't come up with solutions unless you have a problem. And so solutions for my goal is when I'm in the Adirondack Park, I prioritize swimming. Okay. So when I'm traveling up there, my brain automatically goes to what lakes am I near? Do I need my swim buoy? Do I have a bathing suit and goggles? Is it even possible on this trip? Maybe it's so possible that I could do two back to back, or one day, one the next day. So it's, again, this is on my radar because I have a goal, and this goal is important to me in life, and it aligns with my values, and I know the specific obstacles. So one of the solutions here is when I'm in the Adirondack Park or near the Adirondack Park, can I get a swim in? And am I prepared for that swim? Second solution, I look at the calendar and I pencil in possible swim dates. Most of us are quite busy in life. It seems to get busier as time goes on, but penciling in your goal into your calendar proves that you're putting in the time and the energy to get it done. If you can't pencil it in, and I've seen this with so many people, it is not important to you. So you need to change your goal. Okay. If that's you. Again, we were using the weight loss example. If cooking meals at home and grocery shopping, it's just something that you can't find time for, change your goal. If you can't get to the gym and work out, change your goal. It's your actions are directly reflecting that it's not important to you, and that's fine. Don't be hard on yourself, but save yourself a lot of the frustration. So again, I look at the calendar and I pencil in possible swim dates. Okay. Another solution is when we look at one of my obstacles was it was physically tough. Reasons why: I'm not the best swimmer. So the solution is somewhat obvious. I swim in a pool in the off season. I do my best when I'm near a pool, or if I'm in Florida visiting family, to train in a pool to improve my conditioning, to make me a better swimmer, to make the swims less physically tough. Okay. This is a great solution. Seems obvious. But again, you need to prioritize that. Another solution is to find a swim partner or specific lakes that I can swim solo. Some of you listening might not think that's smart to swim a mile unassisted in the middle of an Adirondack lake by yourself. But if you choose the right lake and you have a specific level of conditioning, it can definitely be done. Again, I'm just speaking for myself. So it's a great solution. Find a swim partner. It may make traveling to and from easier. And lakes, maybe, as far as the difficulty with getting a spotter or just aligning schedules. If I can swim solo, that's great. So those are solutions. So let's review quick where we are. So you have a goal. You ask yourself, is it truly important to you? Okay, running a 10K, a 5K, losing 10 pounds, eating low carb. There's a whole host of things, saving more money, traveling more, being a better parent. All right. Second is, does it align with your values? Does it align with your time, money, energy, and thoughts? If it does, great. If it doesn't, you need to change the goal now, or you need to change your values, where you spend your time, money, energy, and thoughts. Step 3, you need to list 3 obstacles as to why you won't or can't achieve that goal. And then 3 reasons why those obstacles exist. Next is you're going to create solutions as to working through the obstacles. So it's a huge step. This is a step that, well, most of this, I don't feel most people do when setting goals, but this is probably the biggest step, is the solutions. And I just laid out a good example in terms of swimming the 47 lakes for myself. So the last step is resources needed to help you get through those solutions. So what do I mean by resources? I need, this is for my specific example, I need access to a pool in the off season. So what does that consist of? Me getting on the internet and looking up who has pools, memberships, membership rates, their hours of availability, how many lanes they have open. How can I get that in my calendar efficiently? Where am I going and when? Okay, so I need to know access to a pool. Connecting with other swimmers. This is huge. This is a networking piece. This is almost, it goes for any goal. I'm really, really big on mentors and relationships in your community. Connecting with other swimmers and give me ideas on specific lakes, maybe specific strategies with getting more swim in, more volume in per day or per weekend when I'm up there. That's huge. Next is research, good swimming lakes to swim. This takes time. You need to get on the internet. You need to look at turnaround points and, access. You have to, one lake I swam, I had to carry a kayak 1 mile back to get to the swim for, my spotter to use the kayak. And if you've ever carried a kayak 1 mile, it's mind-boggling how far that is. And then you got to swim the mile and then carry it back. So I could have planned a little bit better on that. Next, another resource is plan specific trips and dates with a plan of attack for multiple swims. I've sort of hinted on that before. So again, scheduling, it's sort of a reoccurring theme here because it's important and it's a goal. So for example, if we plan on doing 7 days up at Fourth Lake in July, I'm going to want to look at maybe 4 different swims over 7 days that I can get to and that are doable. Plan specific recovery methods to ensure ready for the next swim. So if I'm going to do 4 swims in 7 days, I'm going to have to be eating healthy, sleeping. What does that look like? It's individual to every person. Maybe specific stretches for shoulders and core. If I'm tight after a swim, what's the weather look like? All of that goes into getting these scheduled and having proper recovery methods. And lastly, a resource for me would be YouTube to review swim technique and, the different techniques with the different strokes. And, I use 3 to 4 different strokes per swim for me personally. A lot of people just fly on freestyle and that's cool. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I don't. Depends how I feel, throughout the swim where I am. And water temperature plays a big factor. Current, wind direction, the whole deal. So, but again, looking it up, looking for different technique and tips, strategies. So resources are important for the solutions. And again, if you notice, all of these resources take time and energy. It goes back to the values. If you can't come up with this framework, this basic framework that I've used for years, if you can't come up with this for a goal, I can tell you that the 10 or 15 minutes that it takes to write this framework down, you will not accomplish your goal if you can't complete this basic framework. Okay. So no matter how big or small the goal is, I highly recommend you doing this. 92% of people fail to accomplish a goal that they set for themselves. And that's because they didn't plan properly on how to achieve the goal and work through obstacles. Okay, I hope this was helpful for everyone listening. Again, thank you for the support. I will end with, this podcast is reaching more and more people. I'm hearing from more and more people every week, thanking us for the work that we're doing and the information we're putting out there. And I want to thank you for listening and supporting us. We're doing the best that we can. We do have a lot of really great information to share. and we're here for you. So reach out to us, say hi. We love hearing from people. You can email us and just send us an email and let's chat. Email is info@co-movement.com. If you have podcast ideas or questions you want us to dive into, this is your free resource, folks. We don't charge for this material, so please send us questions that you have or recommendations, and we will do the best we can. So, all right, we're signing off, and we'll see you on the other side. Thanks, folks.